What's up, influencers? That's right, we're live talking about the one YouTube metric that matters. Welcome to Video Influencers, where we're helping build your influence, income, and impact with online videos. I'm excited to introduce our next guest for this live broadcast today. But hit that like button if you guys are crushing it on YouTube. If you guys are looking to crush some videos this week, get ready for the weekend. I'm so excited about this because, there's so many different metrics that people are focused on. But this presentation I saw at this event with this next guest was so significant to me because he was so spot on. So I'm excited to get into it, you guys. Let's get going.
This video is brought to you by VidIQ, the #1 Chrome extension for YouTubers looking for on-point data analysis, research resources, and enhanced video creator tools. Start getting more views in less time today by signing up for free at vidiq.com/influence. That's vidiq.com/influence.
There you go. Welcome to the live broadcast. I just want to get right.
Benji.
Yeah, I'm so excited to introduce our next guest. We got Raphael Schneider here of Gentleman's Gazette. What's going on, Raphael?
Hi there. Glad to be here. After we met in Atlanta, and you saw the watch time presentation. So let's get right in.
Yeah. So I met Raphael at an event called Menfluential, and he was one of many different speakers. But what he was talking about was so significant. We're going to jump into what that one metric that he was talking about that is so significant. But I want to give a little bit of background on Raphael, co-founder of Gentleman's Gazette. This is actually his channel here. And basically, your guide to classic style, men's clothing, and fine living. If you're looking to have the gentleman's life, this is the channel you definitely want to check out. I've been watching videos all the time. So welcome, Raphael, to the broadcast. Why don't you introduce yourself a little bit if there is anything I left out, and we'll go from there.
Of course. Well, thank you, Benji. We started the Gentleman's Gazette as a website in 2010 and then dabbled into video, but the quality sucked. We had this, cam that could shoot in 720p, and I felt like I had to have a certain quality standard. So we waited like 3 years and then started in our basement studio at the time. So it was originally the porter's room. There was like a radiator in the ceiling, and we had to put a bucket underneath of it, but the water was dripping in, and it was just outside of it, so you couldn't really see it. But it all worked out. That's how we started, bare bones budget with inexpensive lighting. We used our DSLR camera, and now fast forward to today, it has become our most significant lead and revenue driver for our shop where we sell accessories.
Yeah, I'm actually showing your channel right now to the audience. And just to let you guys know, one of the things is they've uploaded a lot of videos. So their success comes at the expense of working really hard, a lot of time figuring out this platform. And so what we're going to be talking about was realized really based off of obviously a lot of hard work. But, let's get right into it. One of the things that I wanted to talk about today before we get started on the #1 metric that people should focus on is, what do people focus on that they focus on too much and maybe is not very important? Let's talk about that, Raphael.
Yeah. So, the first thing people always say and they see is like, wow, you have 1 million subscribers, right? And I'm like, well, the subscribers really don't matter. I've seen channels that have 3, 4, 5, 10 million subscribers, but on average they only get 1 million views a month. So that almost is like a bad testimony in a sense of like, you have 10 million people who hit that button that they want to hear from you, but what you put out is so bad that they just don't want to watch it, right? So I think that's the number one most overrated metric. And then the second one is like views that people have gotten in the past, right? It's
Yeah.
like, hey, I got, a video with 15 million views. Well, that's fantastic. How many views did you get in the last 30 days? So
Yeah.
and sometimes there's a huge discrepancy. Yeah.
Exactly. And so, they always say it's like you're only as good as your last at bat. But I think a lot of those things are very superficial. I do want to give credit to people that have gotten lots of views, that have gotten subscribers, right? Oftentimes, that's the result of uploading a lot of content that was valuable enough for people to want to subscribe, right? To actually watch the videos. But you're right. I mean, like sometimes some of those older views, like from 10 years ago, it was a completely different world. Right now, it is very competitive. People, obviously, I mean, this channel is a perfect example. A lot of people want to become YouTubers. They want to start channels for their businesses. They want to have this influencer lifestyle so that they can do different things and have the life that they want. So I think that's really important to bring up because, of course, you might get into it thinking all I need is lots of views or lots of subscribers or these other metrics. So why don't we just talk about and get right into it? What is the most important metric and why, Raphael?
Well, the funny thing is, it's not really a secret, but it's called watch time. And YouTube says it. They're very open and honest. A few years back, they made that shift in your backend, in your analytics. They moved the watch time field in the very top left because they say it's the most significant, right? So why is it so significant? Because ultimately, if viewers watch more YouTube videos, not just of your video, but in general, then YouTube can show more ads, which means more revenue for YouTube, which is, more return for the shareholders. And this is a public company. They want to make money. So if they can get people to watch a lot of YouTube videos, and if your video is a start for a 2-hour binge watching spree on YouTube for every viewer who comes along, then you're in the good graces of YouTube. And they want to show more people this first video because they know afterwards people are just going to stuck with YouTube. And, if they do it in day one, and in day 2 and 3, and after a month, people are almost addicted to YouTube and keep watching 2 hours every day, making more money.
There you go. I love this too, because what this does, why watch time being significant as a metric does for you as a creator, especially if you're a beginner, is it kind of levels a playing field. If you can create content that is valuable and people want to watch, and they're watching a lot, don't get me wrong, title and thumbnail is still important because that's how people are going to decide to click. But if you can keep people's attention for longer and longer, it actually doesn't matter how many subscribers. That was one of the things, Raphael, about your presentation that I loved. You really pointed out, it's like, does the amount of subscribers on your channel guarantee you views? It doesn't. It just means this is how many people hit a button. And we all know that now they have the notification bell. A subscriber doesn't necessarily, they don't necessarily get your content anyways because people's interests change, right? Go ahead.
Unless they double opt in, right? If they double opt in, then you still get it. Exactly. But ultimately, if you're just starting out on YouTube and you have a very good vision of what you do and what you do is really valuable, and you get people to on average watch 20 minutes of your video, YouTube is going to see that and value that and therefore promote you. And for example, if you look like channels, not new channels, like let's say Peter McKinnon, right? He came on you into a field that was already crowded. And in the beginning, he did a few kind of vlog style formats, but people didn't care about him because he was so new. So what he did was he came up with, like 10 camera hacks, and it was a 90-second video, and he was actually with a knife on his camera lens. So people thought it was so cool and interesting that they wanted to watch that. And so he did that, and then he changed it, and the videos got a little longer, and then he added personal elements. But he created watch time for YouTube as a new YouTuber, and therefore got promoted really, really quickly.
Yeah, totally. And like I'm actually looking at his channel right now. to show people what you're talking about. And so what I love about Peter McKinnon is very visually appealing. It's almost like BuzzFeed type of videos, but he puts his own special, like flair on it. And so I actually never seen this like hack video that you're talking about, but it's pretty cool. Is this even Peter McKinnon? Oh yeah, it is Peter McKinnon. So
it is. And if you look at his video, it's only 2 minutes long overall, because that's what a lot of people do in the beginning. They think, oh, attention to word, we have to show short videos so people watch it at all. And that's what he did, right? He now doesn't do 2-minute videos anymore.
No.
But it was just something that kind of got him started, right? Got people interested in the channel because it was well made, it was good content, and then they were like, hey, this guy knows what he's talking about.
Yep.
And so it worked, right? He knows this stuff.
For sure.
He didn't do something that he didn't really.
Yeah, in the beginning, if you're still like figuring out what you're going to be all about, like your branding, it's okay to do short videos. But this is a perfect segue to the next part, which is this. How do we get more watch time? What are the tips? What are the things that have worked, not just for us here on Video Influencer, but specifically for you, Raphael, because your channel, people are just watching tons and tons of content. So why don't you tell us how you guys get more watch time, or the tips for our viewers?
Yeah, so first of all, it sounds very simple. It's just make longer videos, right? If you have a 10-minute video and people watch, let's say 40% of that, right? That's 4 minutes. Now, if you get let's say a 20-minute video and people watch 30% of that, that's 6 minutes.
Yep.
And with watch time, it's not about the percentage. It's about the absolute amount of minutes that people watch your video and all the videos thereafter on YouTube.
Exactly.
So by making longer videos, it's just automatically, right? You just increase your chance by people to watch longer.
Yeah.
Now, when you do that, right, the natural tendency is to just keep it more conversational. You talk more slowly, then it's less engaging, and you have and that sucks. People don't want to listen to that. They don't want some rambling. They want a precise or concise presentation with 1, 2, 3, 4 that is thought through. So plan what you do, and don't just talk however you think it's fine, but sit down beforehand, script it out, right? So you have a clear, concise, and valuable presentation to your audience. And I think the beauty about YouTube is that it gives you all those metrics. So if you go to your specific video and you look at any given point in watch time, it's like a curve, right? It starts out, it goes up, and maybe you can pull it up so we can look at one of any video. I don't know if you're interested in it or not, but what happens is you can immediately see at what point in time people drop off, right?
Yeah.
And you can also see if people maybe go back because you just said something that blew their mind, or you made something funny and they just want to see it again, or in a tutorial setting, right? You show people something and they want to do it, but they didn't get it right the first time, so they go back and watch it again. So if they go back, that increases the watch time. So sometimes for a tutorial video that's 3 minutes long, your average watch time is like 3 minutes and 16 seconds because all the people go back and watch it again, right?
Yeah, and so I'm actually showing it right now. So if you go into YouTube Analytics, just click on the audience retention box, and this is the blue line, right? Or this is what you want to find. You want this line to be as high, as long as possible, right? So in this one, it's not a great example because it's not showing you clearly, but what you want to do is make sure that if there is a drop, ask yourself what was in that drop. And what's nice about that tool in the background that shows you audience retention, when you click on that part of the line, it'll show you exactly what type of content was there. So one of the most successful family vloggers, which family vlogging is not easy to get long watch times unless there's context there. I wouldn't suggest people just become a vlogger, right? I think that if you've got an audience that's interested in behind the scenes, but what they were able to do is look at that audience retention, they saw where the drop off was and they deleted everything after it. So they started optimizing and really focusing on the content people want to watch. And then they slowly expanded what they were showing. So that is just a small example of how you can really optimize your content. And then once you get it to the point where people are watching 100%, I mean, that would be the dream, right? But even 70, 80%, then you can start lengthening out your videos, creating more watch time. So your next slide, it says, be entertaining. Did you want to talk about that, Raphael?
Of course, yeah. So, it's after all, there are many ways to roam. And when you have a video channel, you can be educational, you can be informational, but at the end of the day, the best thing is if you're entertaining and people come to your channel for you, no matter if you talk about broccoli gratin or how to tie a bow tie or how to film a video, right? If people are so bought into your brand that they want you and they think you are funny and worth watching, then I think you made it, because you kind of prove yourself. And it doesn't mean that you can't provide valuable content, but I found that when we added in, funny elements, where we playing and people kind of see us making jokes, then it kind of humanizes us and we become more relatable and therefore more likable. And so they just want to watch more of our videos.
Yeah. And by the way, I have a question for you, because did I hear you correctly?
No questions today.
No question. I swear I heard broccoli gratin. Did you say broccoli gratin?
Yeah, broccoli gratin. That's right.
Isn't that a dish where you actually take broccoli, you bake it with like bechamel and like maybe cheese and put it in like a little ramekin? Right.
Yep.
There you go. So I love cooking and I have a cooking channel. So he's exactly right. You can take anything, even broccoli gratin, which is a delicious dish. And if you're into it, and there's billions of people on this planet, and if there's enough people into it, you can create a video about a recipe like that and talk about it for an hour if you're really into broccoli, I guess, and get people entertained. So let's go ahead and wrap this up. But is there anything else you want to add to the audience about how to extend watch time?
Yeah, I think that retention button is just extremely important. I remember from when we started, we used to kind of promote our email list and our channel in the middle. And when I did that any longer than 5 seconds, people would drop off. I could do it to 5 seconds, but not longer. So these are all valuable things that you can see and learn about your channel, and that they're very unique to your channel and your challenges. Then as a next step, what I think people can do is try to come up with problem-solving videos, or videos with mass appeal, right?
Oh yeah.
That still relate to your channel. Like we're gentlemen, we're the Gentleman's Gazette. I would probably get some watch time if I had a yoga video that would go for 2 hours, or I could have a 6-hour video of a burning bonfire, because people just put it on and watch it. But ultimately, the kind of viewer it attracts are more transactional. They come to my channel once just for this and then never come back. I want people who come to my channel, find a video that interests them, and that they then come back and watch more videos, other videos that are all in the same kind of realm. So I try to have this mass appeal within a niche, right? Yeah. And if you can keep it entertaining, if you can add an element of humor or parody, that usually helps, right? But again, it has to be on brand and has to be about who you are as a channel.
Yeah, I think that's really important for people to remember. Is we were just talking about this before we went on live. You definitely want to have mass appeal, but you want it to be connected to what your channel is about. Going back to subscribers, right? You want to make sure that when someone sees a video that you're really into, maybe it gets a lot of views, gets a lot of attention, and you say, hey, subscribe, that they're subscribing for future videos that are related to that content. But if you just keep doing these clickbait type of videos just for the sake of views or just crazy attention because this is the new trend or whatever, you're not going to build an audience. And ultimately, you're not really building a brand. What you're doing is you're just getting subscribers. And this is why I think both Raphael and I can relate to this. Subscribers don't matter for so many channels because maybe, and this is a problem for a lot of creators in the beginning, their subscribers are based on giveaways. Nothing wrong with giveaways if you want to do a giveaway, right? Even the giveaway, I would suggest, needs to be on brand. But remember, you're trying to build an audience that is going to be raving fans, that's going to build a relationship with you to get build a trust so that eventually you can sell something, a digital course, or if you put your brand on a product. You're not just in this just to get views and grow quickly. You're trying to build something valuable for this audience. Anything you want to add to that, Raphael? Because that was a lot, but it's based off of this slide right here where you talk about building a brand people want to get behind.
It's if video influencers, I come to you because I want to learn about YouTube and how to grow my channel. If you show me a video about the 100 years of men's fashion, then that may be super popular. It's a BuzzFeed type topic, right? Yeah. It would work for my channel, but it's not going to work for your channel because the people are like, okay, this was an entertaining video, but I don't get it. They're confused, right? And when people feel tricked, they start disliking you, right? And they question you. So they're not more likely to watch your stuff. They're more likely to just disappear. And frankly, I mean, who has ever kind of clicked an unsubscribe button? What happens is you just don't watch it anymore. YouTube notices that you don't click the videos anymore, so they don't show them to you anymore. And yeah, you're still a subscriber, but you're just never going to go back.
Exactly. So watch time. There's a lot more that we could talk about this. There's more to his presentation. If you guys ever get a chance to see Raphael speak, if you're a fan of his channel, or if you guys go to his channel and subscribe and he promotes it or follow him on social media, definitely check it out. But I'm honored to have you on here, Raphael, because I believe that even though watch time, it seems so basic now because it's not a secret. People forget it so quickly. And I believe that if you're focused on that analytic in your back area and you try to grow that more and more and more, what just happens is everything else kind of benefits from it. You're going to start figuring out what thumbnails work, right? That get people through, what's a click-through rate. You're going to figure out what titles are matched to your content. But ultimately, when people watch more and more of your videos and you're seeing the amount of minutes, that was what we didn't really talk about. The amount of minutes watched goes up and up and up. What you're doing, not just for yourself, but for YouTube, is you're proving your content is worth promoting, right? Putting in front of people. This is why I don't think like thumbnails matter as much as the content, because YouTube has this amazing way, maybe it's because of the artificial intelligence or the algorithms getting smarter, to actually surface up quality content. So this is the best time of YouTube, in my opinion. I know there's a lot of bad PR and press, but YouTube is getting to a point where they really want to take people out of obscurity and give you a chance to get in front of the people that would care about your content. Anything you want to add to that before we wrap it up?
Yes, I think when people, there's two elements to that, right? If you have an engaging title about a cool topic and a great thumbnail, it gets people to click, right? So YouTube can sense, hey, a lot of people, subscribers and non-subscribers, click. So they're interested in what you have to say. If they then see that, oh, people just stop watching after 90 seconds of a 15-minute video, they're like, oh, they're kind of over-promising, right? And they undercommitted and they don't deliver. So that's bad. However, if you have an above-average click-through rate, right, and then people watch for 6 minutes, that is a guaranteed way for YouTube to promote you, because they are like, hey, people click on this because they like it twice as much as on the other people's video, and then people really watch a long time. That's what we want. And then they bring you up and suggest you to more people. And of course, then you reach a wider audience. which may not be your core audience. But once that kicks off and your one video goes up, all of a sudden, all your other videos go up too, because more of your videos are suggested. And now your entire channel is pulled up by this one video.
There you go. If you are loving this content, hit that like button. I would love to hear more of your guys' questions in the comments area. But, you know, this is what we do. We bring you guys the most successful influencers that we know of or we can connect with to this channel to help you guys build your influence, income, and impact with online videos. If you guys didn't know, the book, YouTube Secrets, is out right now. Boom. On audiobook,
nice.
Amazon, Audible. So you guys go ahead and check it out. For anybody that has already and left a Amazon review, we do appreciate you. If you guys get a chance to go and check out Raphael's channel, Gentleman's Gazette. You know, I'm wearing this nice Henley that was inspired by your channel to dress a little bit nicer. Normally, I just wear a T-shirt with some print on it. I know that is not what you want to do. I'm actually just poking fun because Raphael had a video about what not to wear. But
yeah, I think style is manifold, right? And it's like not everyone has a certain style where they wear a suit or a jacket or a blazer. That being said, a lot of people they only know themselves in a T-shirt and they feel comfortable trying something new. But once you put them in something that looks really nice on them, the way they stand changes,
totally.
Right? All of a sudden they stand up more. The way they talk becomes different, and
Absolutely.
the way they see themselves and others changes too. So it can have an impact, and some people like it really casual, and that's okay. If it's their style, that's cool. But I always say, like, try it out and see what it feels like and how it changes you, and then decide, rather than just discounting it from the get-go.
There you go. So that's the perfect segue to you guys checking out his channel. Go down below in the info box. We did put the link to Gentleman's Gazette there. I do agree about fashion. I think everybody has their own sense of style. However, when you're watching videos like the videos I see on his channel, you're going to learn so much from it. So if you're into the gentleman lifestyle, go check it out. But Raphael, thank you so much. Anything lastly you want to leave with our audience before we say au revoir to everybody and finish this?
Well, for us, like, it's not just about style. It's about everything that's like gentlemanly, right? So we do videos about, interviews and how to behave, or table manners, right? It doesn't have anything to do with clothing, but it's like, how do you behave in certain situations? What do you say at a wedding speech? And for us, this is all on brand. And that's how we kind of just wrap it around and say, hey, this is what we do, but we're not going to do any kind of cat videos because they're hip now, because that would be off brand.
Exactly. Well, thank you guys so much. Again, link is down below to Raphael's channel. If you guys haven't already, pick up YouTube Secrets and go to the link for that below, or get it on Audible. It's out on audiobook now. So as always, we're helping build your influence, income, and impact with online videos. We will talk to you later.
Bye.